Gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. We are here live in beautiful Puerto Rico for Backlash, and we are starting things off with the WWE Women's Championship on the line. This lady right here, and WWE's, I was going to say NXT's, WWE's resident princess, Tiffany Stratton, staking claim to the WWE Women's Championship after a tremendous showing against Becky Lynch in non-titles action. The Raw after Mania with her debut, Tiffany Stratton has, no pun intended, had the rocket strap straight to her out into the stratosphere as of late. And Tiffany Stratton could go even higher tonight if she is to defeat Becky Lynch for that WWE Women's Championship. Meanwhile, the Man Becky Lynch not looking to lose those titles anytime soon. Or not looking to lose that championship anytime soon, considering the fact she just got it back, pried off the hands of the Eradicator Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania after she got her vengeance from Rhea Ripley submitting her at WrestleMania, or I should say at SummerSlam, excuse me, not WrestleMania. Lynch got the title back at WrestleMania, and ever since then, Becky Lynch has been holding that title up high as her first title defense since becoming champion once again. And we're going to see if she can get the job done here tonight against a very hungry Tiffany Stratton. This should be a good one, folks. Becky Lynch, Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship to open Backlash in Puerto Rico. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me in another episode of Universe Mode. If you guys know the card here tonight, then you know we're in for a wild ride, especially after the events of the WWE Draft, the last two videos that just went out. LA Knight being drafted to Monday Night Raw, the Intercontinental Champion LA Knight, the United States Champion Kenny Omega being drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. That means if both champions retain here tonight, they are switching brands with those titles around their waist. That means we will see the United States Championship on Friday Night SmackDown and the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw. Now, that being said, the two challengers for the world title matches, Seth freaking Rollins and Bobby Lashley, also got drafted to opposing shows. So if Seth Rollins defeats Randy Orton in their rematch and no holds barred here tonight, he will be taking the WWE Championship over to Friday nights. If Gunther is defeated by the almighty Bobby Lashley, he will be taking he would be taking the World Heavyweight Championship to Monday nights. Extremely important night as far as the future of Universe Mode is considered here tonight, folks, as Tiffany Stratton lands a huge elbow to the mush of Becky Lynch. And now look at this beautiful cartwheel splash into the corner. We also have family warfare here tonight. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, brother versus brother, live in Puerto Rico. Tremendous night of action, as we said, folks. Becky Lynch getting thrown into the turnbuckle. Tiffany Stratton certainly has become the aggressor in the early stages of this match. One more time, slamming the man's face right into the turnbuckle. But that third time, Becky Lynch was able to escape. Caught the boot, but look at this. Oh my goodness, huge shot to the face there of Tiffany Stratton. And now look at this, sends Tiffany Stratton, but Stratton had a beautiful counter there, and now a huge elbow to the face again. Now just slamming Becky Lynch's head onto the mat. Look, Tiffany Stratton is ready to go from, one of NXT's most prominent talents to WWE Women's Champion within a night. An overnight sensation is Tiffany Stratton looking to be here tonight. And believe me, even if she doesn't get the job done in Puerto Rico, she is a future Women's World Champion. That is for sure. Her talents are just undeniable. But Becky Lynch is about as tough as it comes when it comes to women's competitors here in the WWE. Is a beautiful John Woo kick into the corner from Becky Lynch, going for the cover. Stratton kicks at 1. Stratton kicking out at 1. Becky Lynch looking to re-strategize here tonight. Again, sending Tiffany Stratton to the corner. A huge elbow strike to the face, and now a kick to the face for good measure. And now a Beck exploder out of the turnbuckle. Women's champion looking good as of late, but no, Tiffany Stratton with a kick out at 1 again. I cannot believe she kicked out at 1. Becky Lynch slamming her arm onto the canvas, and now look at this, off the ropes, leg drop from Becky Lynch. Not done yet. Reverse leg drop from Becky Lynch. Goes for another cover here. Another cover to knock off the newest edition of Monday Night Raw. Tiffany Stratton staying on Monday Night Raw after the WWE draft. So is Becky Lynch. The women's title going nowhere. The WWE women's title, that is, going nowhere anytime soon, as the Sasha Banks drafted to Friday nights, keeping that WWE Women's World Championship on Friday nights as well. And now Becky Lynch makes a target of the abdomen area of Stratton. And now look at this, slams her face into the mat again. Going for a cover is Becky Lynch. Tiffany Stratton could be out here. Only gets a 1. No, actually, got a 0.5, not even a 1 count. And for Stratton, man, to go from facing talents the level of NXT and developmental style matches to being in a marquee match with the WWE Women's Champion Becky Lynch is an understatement, as Lynch just dumps Stratton out to the floor. Lynch full head of steam. Look out! Suicide dive from the man. Becky Lynch wipes Tiffany Stratton out. And of course, Becky Lynch is going to welcome all challengers, especially all these new members of the additions to the Raw roster. And the first one she welcomes is Tiffany Stratton, as she just levels her with a huge elbow to the face. And now look at this Indian deathlock from Becky Lynch, cinched in on Tiffany Stratton. Stratton's going to have to find a way out of this. She just powers out of it. That is the upside to Tiffany Stratton. There's a bunch of upsides, but one of them being her strength. And she can use it to her advantage in this match, that's for sure. Look at this, speaking of using it to an advantage, using Becky Lynch's hair to her advantage. I don't know if I'd exactly call that legal, but Tiffany Stratton gets away with it anyway. Now kicks to the face of Becky Lynch. Just the disrespect of one of the pioneers of the women's revolution. Now kick to the hand. Tiffany Stratton working over some limbs here tonight. Do anything you possibly can to get that WWE Women's Championship off of Becky's waist. And now look at this. Went for something there, but Becky Lynch out the back door. Huge inverted DDT. Now Becky Lynch heads to the top rope. Tiffany Stratton looks to meet her there, and she does. And now, oh my goodness, wipes Becky Lynch out cold. And now Stratton, perhaps with the momentum in her favor, now she lights Becky Lynch up with strikes and more damage done to the arm there. Irish whip and a beautiful tilt-a-whirl backbreaker right down on the knee. Now Tiffany Stratton in full control here. Oh my goodness, sidewalk slam. Becky Lynch could be in for a hell of a night if Tiffany Stratton gets the job done here tonight. Big elbow drop off the top rope. Count of 2. Becky Lynch kicks at 2 though. The man showing exactly why she is the WWE Women's Champion in the first place. That heart, that resiliency, that tenacity of Becky Lynch has made her a multiple-time world champion in this company. But wait a minute. We saw her put away Roxanne Perez on Monday night with this twisting Stratton bomb. The twisting Stratton bomb, looking to get the job done here tonight in Puerto Rico. Becky Lynch in a world of trouble. She gets the kick out at 2. Lynch gets a kick out at 2. I don't think Tiffany Stratton can even believe it. Fight forever chants in the crowd, justifiably so for these two ladies. Now Stratton looking to go for, you know, her next best thing, I suppose. Another sidewalk slam, again, using that strength to her advantage. Becky Lynch looks down and out. Big, oh my goodness, big splash off the top rope. Caught all of it. Tiffany Stratton, perhaps a little stargaze at this moment. And now, wait a minute, again going for something, but Becky Lynch has this scouted once again. And now gets Stratton off her feet. And now, wait a minute, Disarmer's locked in. Disarmer's locked in the middle of the ring, pretty much. At least Tiffany Stratton's away from the ropes. The Disarmer has been cinched in. And Tiffany Stratton again able to power out of a submission offense from Becky Lynch and a huge drop kick to the face. And now Becky Lynch looking to take a breather, but Tiffany Stratton on the attack, on the hunt for the Women's World Championship. The WWE Women's World Championship, that is. Now a count of 2 as Tiffany Stratton goes to work on one of the knees of the man. Tiffany Stratton really starting to feel that momentum shift back into her favor. Starting to feel the energetic Puerto Rico crowd as well, folks. Another sold out show. We've had sold out shows all across the world. WWE is where it's at right now, folks, and so is the JPG channel. Now, wait a minute. Count of 7. Becky Lynch. Oh, my God. Face first into the turnbuckle, into the ring post. I, for some reason, always call those the opposite things than they are. But face first into the ring post is the story here. Tiffany Stratton might be out. Becky Lynch perhaps looking for one more big move, and she just got it. Manhandle slam. The manhandle slam will put Tiffany Stratton away in Puerto Rico. No! Kick out at 2. Tiffany Stratton now showing some resiliency. Showing she's not just a pretty face. She's not just another NXT call-up. She is the NXT call-up as Becky Lynch now. Just trying to go for plan B at this point. Taking Tiffany Stratton to the top rope. What the hell does Becky Lynch got planned here? You have got to be kidding me! Backsploder off the top rope. That's it. She kicked out of the manhandle slam. She doesn't kick out of the Backsploder. She does. Tiffany Stratton kicks out of the Backsploder as well. Not even just a Backsploder. That's just the, you know, that alone kicking out takes some heart, but she kicked out of a top rope Backsploder, and now another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to the WWE Women's Champion. Tiffany Stratton is showing something here tonight, folks. She is showing that she can hang with the best in this division. As now, wait a minute, another twisting Stratton bomb. It took 2 to put Roxanne away on Raw. Is this the final nail in the coffin for the women's title reign? Becky kicks out again. She kicks out of a second one. I don't think Tiffany Stratton believed that Becky Lynch had a second kick out in her wheelhouse. Is now trying to be the aggressor again as Tiffany Stratton, as she kicks a hole into the chest of Becky Lynch. Again, going to that top rope, I believe, but could be a case of going to the well too many times, but she hits a beautiful Swanton bomb. If you ask me, she should have pinned Becky Lynch right there. Looked like she had the match won with that Swanton bomb, but she decides to do more damage to the WWE Women's Champion. As now, wait a minute. Armbar locked in on Becky Lynch this time. Rope break was called by the referee though, but more damage to the arm. More damage to the arm. And now goes for an Irish whip, but Becky Lynch reverses it. Becky Lynch reversing it now. And now, wait a minute. What the hell has Becky Lynch got planned here? We saw a Backsploder earlier. And now she vies for a superplex. Becky Lynch off the top rope with a superplex to Tiffany Stratton. That's it. Superplex getting the job done in Puerto Rico. Stratton's out here. Stratton kicks out again. You've got to be kidding me. I don't think Becky Lynch, I mean, she expected fight. She's already been in the ring with this woman, but I don't know if she expected this much of a fight. puts her down with another inverted DDT. Becky Lynch now heads to the top rope, elbow drop, decides to not go for the cover. She's not done yet. Heads to the top rope again. What the hell's the man thinking here? Moonsault out of nowhere. When you see Becky Lynch dig into her bag that deep, moonsault does not get the job done. You have got to be kidding me. Becky Lynch cannot believe that Stratton is still in the fight, but now throwing some heavy blows Stratton's way, but Stratton ducked that last one. And now Becky Lynch has to fight her way from Stratton's grip, and now she elbows to the midsection, getting the job done. Sends Stratton back into the turnbuckle. And now what the hell has Becky Lynch got planned here, folks? She's throwing Tiffany, oh my, nasty knee strike. And now wait a minute, leg drop takes her out. My goodness gracious. Becky Lynch throwing caution to the wind in all of its glory here tonight, as now Lynch for a second time getting Tiffany Stratton back into the ring. And it looks like she's ready to call game right here. Tiffany Stratton has no idea where she's at. Coming from behind her this time with a manhandle slam. A second manhandle slam to retain the WWE Women's Championship. What a banger of an opener, folks. Tiffany Stratton, 2 twisting Stratton bombs. Doesn't get the job done here tonight. We haven't seen her pull out the prettiest moonsault ever in a little while, as a matter of fact. But nonetheless, Becky Lynch, the story here, has retained the WWE Women's Championship, folks. Congratulations to the man. But coming up next, we have a brotherly rivalry to settle here tonight, folks, as Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso get ready to do battle. This match coming about after Jimmy Uso showed up out of nowhere. To think that MJF's debut on the Raw after Mania was shocking enough. Imagine our surprise. Imagine the surprise we had when Jimmy Uso attacked his brother and aided MJF in his first victory in WWE. Jimmy Uso basically looking to do the Bloodline's dirty work here tonight. Roman Reigns is sick and tired of Jey Uso and the losing efforts that him and Jimmy Uso had at the tail end of last season's Universe mode. And now Jimmy looking to basically go in here solo dolo. There's no Paul Heyman. There's no Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is getting ready for the biggest championship fight of his life later on tonight against the megastar LA Knight for the Intercontinental title. Jimmy Uso's here all alone against a very angry younger twin in Jey Uso. Jey Uso is not going to be in a great mood here tonight. Do not let his presence and entrance fool you, folks. He is definitely here to entertain the crowd. He always is. But when that bell rings, you are going to see a different side to the Yeet Master himself. Jey Uso in the building, ready to light Puerto Rico up. He's also ready to light his brother up with every strike in his arsenal. Jey and Jimmy Uso getting ready to go to war for the very first time in their career. And I mean, if you ask me, this has probably been building for a while inside Jimmy Uso's head. I mean, we started calling Jey Uso main event Jey Uso. He started having big matches with Kenny Omega, big matches with guys like Finn Balor. He had a few matches with Karrion Kross, just guys of that nature, guys that we've seen in the main event before. We started calling him main event Jey Uso. I think that really started to get under the skin of Jimmy Uso. You know, Jimmy Uso doesn't have a moniker like main event Jimmy Uso. He never had, you know, right-hand man Jimmy Uso like Jey did. There's got to be a hint of jealousy there. I mean, Jey Uso has started to find a little bit of success here and there in singles division. And just when he was starting to fire up a little bit, here comes Older brother all bitter as, look at this, he drives his forearm right into the face of his brother, and those Samoan headbutts we talk about time and time again. Jey Uso kicks at 1 though. Samoan headbutts. Strongest heads in the WWE. And oh my goodness gracious. Jey Uso taking a beating from his older brother. Jimmy Uso lighting up Jey Uso. I'm going to try not to mix these guys up. Now, wait a minute. Jey Uso. Look at this. Samoan drop to Jimmy Uso now. As now Jey Uso looking to knock the yeet out of Jimmy. Now, once again, off the ropes. And a second Samoan drop for good measure. Bringing the fight to... Oh, my goodness gracious. What a strike there. Jey Uso, full head of steam. Enziguri might have just knocked his brother's lights out here. Going for the cover on. Doesn't even get a 1 count. And now look at this. Bringing the fight to the mat is Jey Uso. Elbow strikes to the heart of his brother. This has to pain Jey Uso to do this, but it came to a point where Jey Uso has just had enough of Jimmy Uso's charades. And now look at this huge super kick out of nowhere. Jimmy Uso. Oh man, I thought Jey Uso was lining up for something big there. I think Jey Uso is going to hold that off for a little while. We thought we were about to see a flying yeet, man. It's now Jey Uso. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Back suplex on the outside of the ring. And now that will give Jimmy Uso the aid and assistance. And oh my, huge strikes to the face of Jey Uso. Oh my goodness. Jimmy Uso lighting his brother up with everything in his arsenal. Jey kicks at 1, or not even 1. Jimmy Uso hasn't even gotten a 1 count on Jey. Now look at this. Oh! Super kick out of absolutely nowhere. Gets a 1 count at least. That just rocked the foundation of Jimmy Uso. Now driving him into the mat with a DDT is Jey. Now big snap suplex incoming. Beautiful technical wrestling there. I mean, that's wrestling 101, snap suplex. Now strikes to the face of Jimmy Uso. Both men teeing off on one another. These are brothers we're talking about, folks. As now look at this. Jey Uso. Oh my goodness gracious. Shoulder first into his brother's abdomen area. Now Jey Uso, full head of steam. Woo-wee! Flying super kick. Just leveled Jimmy. And now wait a minute. Bad intentions on the mind with Jey Uso, but Jimmy goes for the knee. Jimmy goes for the knee of Jey Uso. And now you can see Jey hobbling a little bit as he struggles to get back into the ring. And now Jimmy, oh my goodness, lighting up the strike. Oh my, look at this. Super kick and another super kick to the back of the head. Might have just knocked Jey out cold. Only a 1 count though, as Jey proves he still has a ton of fight left in this one. But Jimmy is definitely bringing it to his younger brother. And now look at this. Gouging at the eyes. That's your brother in there, man. It's absolutely crazy that we're seeing this right now. A team that has been riding with each other since day one. Literally day one-ish. And Jey Uso can barely see after Jimmy just gouged his eyes. But wait a minute, Jey Uso's back on his feet. Jimmy Uso was not expecting that. Oh my goodness gracious. Maybe he was. Beautiful. I don't know what to call that. A twisting body press or something. But I don't know what to call this. Jimmy Uso gets hit with another super kick for good measure. Jey Uso lighting Jimmy up. Only a 1 count again though. Now look at this. Gets him back up to his feet for a huge strike to the face of Jimmy Uso. And now went for that super kick again. Perhaps one too many times. No, but now both brothers just fighting each other's offense off. Remember, these are brothers. They are tag team. They are the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. They know each other's arsenal inside and out. As now Jey Uso, oh my goodness, dumping his brother to the outside, looking to take to the skies and get a little Uzi is Jey Uso. Taking his brother out. Throwing them ones in the air on, ironically, basically a dig to Roman Reigns at that point. You know, Jey Uso's not very fond of Roman as of late after leaving him out in WrestleMania, choosing Solo and Jimmy Uso to go to Tribal Combat against the Pride. That obviously was a diss straight to Jey Uso's way. But Jimmy Uso once again back in control of this thing. Now wrenching at the arm of Jey Uso is Jimmy. And now it's, oh my goodness. Face first into the turnbuckle. Goes Jey Uso, excuse me. And now Jimmy Uso. Oh no, we've seen this time and time again throughout their career. Oh, that hip press into the turnbuckle. Just might have knocked Jey Uso out cold. Gets a 1.5 though. Jey Uso still gets the shoulder up at the end of the day. Jimmy Uso perhaps starting to underestimate, if I can get it out, underestimate his brother. Jey Uso. Oh, both. That was a nasty collision, but Jimmy Uso getting the better end of it for sure. I think Jey actually hit the turnbuckle, and then Jimmy hit him. And now look at this. Oh, my goodness, that would have been it. That would have been it, but that might be it, because he just hit a huge super kick when his brother was kneeled onto the ground, but somehow Jey Uso still not getting his hand raised in this one. And now, oh, my God, man, we are seeing super kick galore. As Jey Uso now, huge, didn't get all of it, did not get all of it. And now Jimmy Uso sending his brother's face into the turnbuckle once again. Oh, but now Jey Uso fighting from underneath. He went for it that time again, but Jimmy had it scouted. And again, a kick to the, oh, these are every single strike. You can just feel the hate coming off of Jimmy Uso. And now look at this. From halfway across the ring, Uso splash to put his brother away. Jey gets the shoulder. And now those are the real ones being thrown up. Not no dig at Roman Reigns. That is a representation of the bloodline itself. And Jey Uso is prime target number 1 for the bloodline. As now look at this. Oh my God, another super kick. And now Jey Uso starting to fire back here. Now, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, another kick. And now, wait a minute. Feel a little, oh, that one you could feel all the way through Puerto Rico, as now he's got him in a Boston Crab. Jimmy has to fight under now. But wait a minute. Jey Uso. Cradle. Roll up to Jimmy, but no. Still not enough. And now, oh my God, another running super kick out of nowhere. Rocks Jimmy Uso, and I think it might even cut him open. Yes, it cut Jimmy Uso's eye open. Those kicks are absolutely brutal. The running super kick that we've seen Jey hit as of recently, absolutely brutal, man. We saw that in his match with MJF. Is now, wait a minute. Jey Uso playing a little mind games here tonight. And now stomping a mud hole, so to speak, in Jimmy Uso. And now, wait a minute. Tequila Sunrise looks like, yes, indeed. Jey Uso sets up the Tequila Sunrise. Has his brother cinched in. Like I said, these two know each other's arsenal to a T. Is fighting from underneath is Jimmy Uso, throwing those Air Force Ones to the face of Jimmy. And now, oh my goodness, another shot right to the face. Oh my goodness, oh my God, those super kicks. Every last one. Jey Uso having to eat here tonight in Puerto Rico. Jey gets the shoulder again. And now, wait a minute, Jimmy feeling a little oosty this time around. He hits it. Jimmy Uso wiping his brother out, and now, oh my God, just ground and pound style to Jey Uso. Ground and pound to Jey Uso. And now, wait a minute. No, Jey Uso turns it around. Uso turns it around. And now, wait a minute. Oh, whatever he was going for there. Jimmy Uso had it scouted. No, wait a minute. Super kick duck. Super kick duck. Both, like I said, these two men know each other inside and out after 15 years of being in the tag team division together. Both men ducking a super kick. Jey Uso now wiping his brother out. You can see the sweat, the perspiration off the back of Jey Uso. And now throwing Jimmy back into the ring once more. And now, wait a minute, turns his brother around. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Huge back suplex, neckbreaker combination. But we're going to have to change gears because we got another flying Uso. Jey Uso with the Uso splash to Jimmy. But Jimmy gets the shoulder now. Jimmy gets the shoulder now. And now Jey. A bloody, bruised, and battered brother. Oh my God! Another super kick. This has to pain Jey Uso to do this to his own brother, man. You could just see the emotion as now a spear to his brother after a super kick. After his brother could barely even raise his shoulders off the mat, Jey Uso gets the job done once again. Using that spear for another victory, another dig at the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. This was an absolute war between two brothers that used to be day one-ish and are now day one no more. The Yeet Master, Jimmy Uso, knocking the yeet out of his brother here tonight in Puerto Rico. Jey Uso getting the job done and looking to hopefully move forward. But remember, Roman Reigns was drafted to Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso was drafted to Monday Night Raw. Hell, Jimmy Uso was drafted to Monday Night Raw. Something tells me this is not the last of this whole Bloodline saga, folks. Coming up next, big draft implications on this one. AJ Styles staying on Monday Night Raw as of the WWE Draft. Kenny Omega is leaving Monday Night Raw. Kenny Omega has been drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. If he wins here tonight, he is bringing that United States Championship to Friday nights. AJ Styles basically has to come in clutch for Monday Night Raw right now, folks. The phenomenal AJ Styles making his big return to Raw after Mania. Targeting Kenny Omega and that United States Championship. But it's not all just about the United States Championship, folks. AJ Styles and Kenny Omega have more history than just that. They have more history than people might realize at first. Both former members, not only members, but leaders of the Bullet Club. Both made their names outside of the WWE, and at one point both made their names at the top of the New Japan professional wrestling world. Two men that have not crossed paths too many times in their careers, never on the biggest stage possible like the WWE. But of course, you see it now, folks, and you're only going to see it one place, and that is the JPG channel. Again, thank you for joining me in another incredible episode of Universe Mode. We're not done yet, though, of course, folks. We got this United States Championship match to close part one. Of course, we have the Intercontinental title coming up with LA Knight taking on the Bloodlines enforcer Solo Sikoa after Sikoa won a battle royal on the SmackDown after Mania, surviving the likes of Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, Swerve, Strickland. Of course, we have the no-holds-barred match. Seth freaking Rollins getting his rematch clause on Randy Orton after Randy Orton basically cheated Rollins out of the main event, nonetheless, of WrestleMania when he beat Rollins down on the outside and accepted a count-out victory. I mean, the most cowardly way to accept a win in WWE. That's what Randy Orton did by any means necessary, so to speak. But anyways, Rollins obviously attacking Orton a few weeks ago, putting him through the announce table, basically expressing his frustrations physically upon the Viper Randy Orton. And now Rollins gets his rematch here in Puerto Rico. It's going to be an all-out war. No holds barred, absolutely no rules, no disqualifications, no countouts. Our main event, of course, the ring general Gunther taking on the almighty Bobby Lashley. And remember, if Seth and Bobby win their respective matches, those championships will change brands as well. Seth Rollins will bring the WWE Championship over to Friday nights. Bobby Lashley will bring the World Heavyweight Championship over to Monday nights. Clearly, part 2 of Backlash is not something that you guys want to miss, folks. As Kenny Omega might be coming down here with the United States Championship for the very last time. If the Phenomenal One can get the job done here tonight in Puerto Rico. It's been an energetic crowd since the start of the first bell between the two women that started this show, Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton, with an incredible match for the WWE Women's Championship. But something tells me we are about to see a early match of the year contender. Not that we haven't already seen one, with Carmelo Hayes taking on Bryan Danielson a few weeks back on Monday Night Raw. You ask me, I will put that in a match of the year contender. That was an incredible match between those two. But this is going to be an incredible match too, man. Two absolute peak athletes at the peak levels of their career. And the United States Championship is on the line, man. You can give me that 5 times a week. I will not get sick of that. I will not get sick of seeing AJ Styles and Kenny Omega go to war for the United States Championship. But this is going to be the last time that we see that, because Kenny Omega, again, has been drafted to Friday nights. AJ Styles is staying on Monday Night Raw. Here we go, folks. This Phenomenal One, the best bout machine. The bell has rung. Kenny, AJ Styles, and we're starting things off huge with a leg trap suplex. Kenny already trying to take that belt and hijack it straight to Friday nights as AJ Styles kicks out at 0. Clearly the disrespect on full display there. Now Styles taking Kenny Omega over, and now Styles is just going to let Kenny get the floor. And now strikes to the face of Kenny Omega. Remember, Omega is coming off a huge victory over CM Punk at WrestleMania, so he's riding a wave of momentum, but AJ Styles has had the upper hand in this rivalry, attacking Kenny Omega on a number of occasions leading up to this match. As now Styles, off the second huge shotgun drop kick, and now he goes for the first cover in this match. Gets a 1 count already. Omega feeling the effects of that drop kick. I don't think Styles is done there yet, but now Kenny Omega with a drop kick of his own. Drop kick of his own from the cleaner, as now Omega, wait a minute, off the ropes, but oh, AJ Styles wisely getting out of harm's way there again. Off the ropes goes, oh, again getting caught with that drop kick, and now Styles a little frustration here, but Kenny doesn't care. Over the top rope goes the United States Champion. AJ Styles, man, he might want to get things together here. I mean, you can't say he came in here underestimating Kenny freaking Omega. There's no way that you underestimate Kenny Omega, let alone AJ Styles. Omega knows exactly the fight that he's in for here tonight, but AJ Styles catching the boot of Kenny, and now, there we go. That's AJ Styles I'm used to seeing, right to the knee. No doubt about it, setting up for that calf crusher later on, but a Pele kick for Kenny's troubles. And AJ Styles obviously quick to these pinfalls. He wants to keep that United States Championship on Monday nights. Like I said, just too much riding on this match alone, as now Styles went for something there, but Omega was the one to get out, but AJ Styles was able to recover quickly, as now Styles goes over the top rope. And now it's AJ Styles in full control, folks. Omega, wait a minute, oh my goodness, dragon suplex on the top of the shoulders. Spiking Styles right on his neck on the outside. Styles could be worse for wear here, as now Omega feels like that's the end of the match right there. Only a 2 count though. I thought that might have been it. Man, he landed high on the back of his neck with that dragon suplex. I think Omega knows exactly what he's doing, targeting the neck of AJ Styles. Now kick to the shin, but oh my goodness gracious, Omega dumps Styles to the floor. Now wait a minute. Best bout machine looking to take to the skies. AJ Styles want to watch out. A huge missile drop kick off the top. Down to the floor. As now Omega is taking full advantage of AJ Styles on the outside. And taking full advantage of the 10 count as well is the United States champion. Now Styles trying to get back up to his feet. And wait a minute, AJ Styles out of nowhere. Kenny Omega was kind of pandering to the audience. Styles let him have it real quick with a phenomenal forearm to the outside of the ring. AJ Styles in full control and now dropping the knee. Now dropping the knee to Kenny Omega. And now wait a minute. AJ Styles, look at this. Springboard DDT. Plants Kenny Omega. Now Styles goes to the top rope this time. Omega just got rocked by that DDT. Styles wants Omega to his feet now. What's AJ Styles got planned here? Huge jumping clothesline off the top rope. Only gets a 1 count though, but AJ Styles, man, he probably feels disrespected at this point. Omega was pandering to the crowd earlier, and AJ Styles threw a forearm right to the face for his troubles. And now look at this vintage AJ. No, Omega a little too quick for him. Omega a little too quick for him. Wait a minute. Goes for no. AJ Styles reverses. I think he was going for that Tiger Driver 98 that he hit Punk with to actually defeat Punk at Mania. But Styles is oh my goodness, 1 step ahead as now he drops the shoulder into the knee again. And now Omega going to be working on one leg for a little while as now AJ Styles says, I'm not going to miss again. He gets it that time. Styles in full control now. And now turning Omega around. Wait a minute. Saito suplex. Down to the shoulders of Kenny Omega. We know Omega's had a history of neck issues as well. And I believe me, AJ Styles knows that. More blood. We saw blood in the brother versus brother match, Jay versus Jimmy. And now wait a minute, Omega, I think he was kind of trying to reroute there. I don't know what he was going for there. But wait a minute, off the ropes! My goodness gracious, springboard, single leg kick to the face of AJ Styles. And now wait a minute, Styles though, pulls back, oh my God. Drops the knee hard onto the back. And now AJ Styles, wait a minute. He got Omega up. Oh, he was going for Hushigoroshi, but Kenny Omega, like I said, these two have had a lot of time to scout each other out throughout their entire careers. AJ Styles now, again, has Omega on his shoulders, goes for Hushigoroshi, and now a neck breaker for good measure. Hushigoroshi neck breaker combination to get the job done, to send the United States Championship back home to Monday Night Raw. But no, Omega gets the shoulder. And now wait a minute. AJ Styles was going for something there, but Omega drops the elbow to the face. And now Omega was going for something, but Styles gets out now. Both men having answers to one another's arsenal. Wheelbarrow face buster. Pinning combination. Omega has to kick at 2. Styles can feel that momentum shifting into his favor, but just as I say that, Omega drives Styles right into the ropes. But no, my goodness, that's another variation of a phenomenal forearm. Springboard phenomenal forearm from the top turnbuckle. Omega gets the shoulder again. Omega gets the shoulder again, and gotta be some frustration settling in on AJ Styles' part. You know, what's he got to do to put the cleaner away here tonight? And now, wait a minute. Looking to drop him on the neck. Oh, my goodness gracious. But Omega and Styles both gasping for air at this point. As now AJ Styles looking to... Oh, my goodness. Clean. Kenny Omega, the cleaner himself, looking to hang him out to dry. As now Styles scales the top rope. What could Styles be planning here? Oh! No. Went for a frog splash. Omega had it scouted, and now it's Omega with those Kawada kicks, or a modification of the Kawada kicks at least. Modification is not a word, but I'm too excited to even care at this point. As now, wait a minute, Kenny Omega on full attack of the phenomenal one, sending him shoulder first into the turnbuckle. AJ Styles might be hurt here with getting sent shoulder first, and now Omega with an alley-oop bomb decides not to go for the pin. AJ Styles, man, could be in some trouble here. Now, wait a minute. No, he goes for that knee again. Dragon screw right to the knee. Right to the knee, and now Styles working over that knee once more. Like I said, again, later on in the match, setting up for that calf crusher. And Omega is going to do his best to fight off AJ Styles, but Styles, like a cockroach, keeps coming back for that knee. Oh, my goodness. More damage done to the knee. Styles playing a perfect ball game here tonight. Man. That's going to make me walk funny looking at that. That's absolutely painful to watch as he attacks the knee once again. Styles now in full control of the United States Champion. And now ducks the clothesline, gets another Pele kick. And now wait a minute, AJ Styles not letting Kenny get back to his feet. Are we going to see a last chancery submission hold from AJ Styles to Kenny Omega now? And now more torque to that knee. More torque to that knee as Omega has to fight from underneath to get out of that one. Styles, like I said, picture perfect game plan, but picture perfect pinpoint accuracy with that springboard forearm out of nowhere from Kenny Omega. Styles kicks at 2. Styles kicks at 2, and now a kick to the back of AJ Styles. And now here's AJ Styles getting lit up from Omega this time around. Shot to the forehead. And now Styles cowering over in the corner. And now it's Kenny Omega going for AJ Styles' knee this time around. And now wait a minute. Again, I think he might have been going for the one-winged angel, but Styles had it scouted. Burning hammer! My goodness gracious, just dumped Omega right on his head. He kicked out at 1. Omega just kicked out at 1 of the damn burning hammer. That's unheard of. And now look at this phenomenal blitz from AJ Styles. Man, this has been an absolute war of attrition between two of the best the JPG channel has to offer here tonight, folks. Omega, Styles putting it all on the line. One man will leave with the United States Championship. The difference being, will that man be a SmackDown competitor or a Raw competitor? Everything is on the line in this match, just as it is for the next few matches. And now AJ Styles, wait a minute! Oh my God! Back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. Styles is just begging Omega to get to his feet. Clearly, Styles has bad intentions on the mind. Oh my goodness gracious, but Omega driving that elbow, and now once again a dragon suplex out onto the floor. That's the second time AJ Styles has been hit with that in this match. Both times being executed on the outside of the ring. Clearly Omega not looking to stick around to find out what Styles had planned for him with that announce table. And now Kenny Omega, moonsault! Beautifully executed, might I add. Beautiful moonsault to AJ Styles. And now wait a minute, Styles has to kick. Styles gets the shoulder now. And now it's AJ Styles once again crawling to the corner. Kenny Omega perhaps having Styles right where he wants him. And Omega signaling for the end. Signaling for the end is Kenny Omega. And now AJ Styles might be a worse for wear here, but no, Styles gets the Just the reversal. And now, another Pele kick for Omega's troubles. And now goes right back to that knee of Kenny. Oh my God, it's been the same knee all night, folks. AJ Styles has been relentless with that knee. Man, you could feel the energy of this crowd. Wait, what was he going for there? I don't know what he was going for, but Omega was able to reverse it. Now, wait a minute. Styles, out of nowhere, taking a page out of Jey Uso's playbook, but no, not enough. Not enough, but wait a minute. Both men swung wild. Oh, my goodness gracious. The exhaustion on both men's bodies. This has been an absolute war between, like I said, two of the best, folks. AJ Styles hanging Omega out to dry once more. And now, wait a minute, Styles off the ropes. Omega ducks. But now Styles sending Omega to the floor. No, not a second time. Not a second back. So, my God. Omega is somehow getting to his feet and reversing offense. Oh my goodness, V-trigger out of nowhere. That's it. Get Styles in the ring. You won the United States. I mean, you retain the United States Championship, and you're moving to SmackDown with the United States Championship, Kenny Omega. AJ Styles has absolutely been rocked from that V-trigger. Oh my, that's a tremendous shot of that right there. Kenny Omega really bringing the action right to your front seat at home, folks. Kenny Omega breaking the 10 count on AJ Styles now. As now Styles is struggling to get up to his feet at this point. And now another Pele kick. We can see that blood gushing on the forehead of Kenny Omega. Neither man wants to win by countout. There's just too much pride between these two men. Too much on the line as now Styles getting Omega back in the ring. And now, wait a minute. AJ Styles over. Oh, my goodness. Over Jessica Carr. What? Huh? Omega's just getting up to his feet? But, oh, no. I don't think he should have. Because Styles Clash has been hit. AJ Styles keeps the United States Championship. On Monday nights, no, Omega kicks. Omega kicks. Styles cannot believe it. Styles cannot believe Omega just kicked out of a Styles Clash, and now lighting the chest up of Omega. Omega still has fight left in this one. Styles turns it around. Oh my goodness gracious. A knee right to the midsection of Kenny Omega, and now AJ Styles. Wait a minute, what's he got planned here? This time again scaling the top rope. Big frog splash doesn't hit again. Omega, Styles went face first into that frog splash. He might have knocked himself out. Omega escapes with the United States Championship. Kenny Omega is bringing the United States title to Friday Night SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. Part 2 of Backlash is coming your way faster than you can blink. Thank you again for joining me for part 1 of Backlash.